Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a topic show here on Triple Chalice Tarot. I am your host, Honey Aluna. Yes, Miss Aluna Tarot, and I'm accompanied by my ever faithful companion, Taruk Vashal.
Hello, everyone.
And as always, if you guys are just tuning in to this show, you'd like to keep up with us, we are on Instagram as well as Facebook. I'm on Instagram at Aluna Tarot. And Taruk Vashal is Taruk Vashal on Instagram and Facebook. And we'll leave those links down in the description below. So tonight's topic show, a little bit of a rant and a little bit of a discussion, but I want to talk about my experiences doing tarot readings and doing specifically love tarot readings, okay? And just putting my insight and my perspective out there on the shift that I think each and every one of us needs to hear every once in a while, and very much something that I include when consulting with my clients as far as dealing with these situations in love and relationships and dating, okay? So I would say about 90 to almost 95% of my readings, okay, all my readings are about relationships. I don't know if I look like the love mage or what the hell is going on, but usually people come to me and they're like, I want a love reading. I want a reading on this person. I want to see if this person is still interested in me. I want to see if me and this person is getting married. I want to see if this person is cheating on me. I want to see, just love, 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 love. And as beautiful as it is, honey, it has a lot of drama. It comes with a lot of shade, and So this is what this show is going to be about, the aspect of just being in love and being in relationships, and just some insight from what I've seen from a lot of my readings as far as consulting the cards, a little bit of personal experience, and then, we're going to open the floor for discussion. So, Taruk, what do you think? Well, first I want to say, how is your aspect in dealing with a love readings? What do you, because I know you've told me some of the readings and you've done readings for me as well when it comes to like relationships and dealings, but what do you notice is the reoccurring pattern in love readings or dealing with relationship readings?
Well, it's always a problem. It's usually the relationship is going through some sort of issue. The relationship is at a crossroads, maybe recently broken up. So it really depends, but it's usually not a good thing. It's not good. The person is usually concerned. They want to know what is going on. They need some clarity on the relationship. So usually when things are good, they don't need readings. It's when things are bad.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I was like, if everything was good, the people wouldn't really even need us or our services. So the perspective I wanted to go into and focus on is a lot of the times when people come to me for readings about relationships and love, it's like you already know, okay? You already know. I'm saying the client or the queryant or the person asking the question. You kind of already know what's going on, and I understand that tarot can provide closure, it can provide insight, it can provide, clarity on a situation, but a lot of times people just disregard their own intuition. They disregard the signs, the red flags, the warnings, the fact that he done left you stranded in the rain, honey, or he done cheated on you before. I mean, we just are ignoring these things, and then they come to us and they tell us these scenarios, most of which leaves my mouth sometimes to the floor because I'm just like, well, dang, like, really? But it's all good. I understand this is a learning process, and dealing with relationships, we all have our different aspects and tolerance and what we're willing to acknowledge and accept. But honey, okay, Aluna is here to tell you, girlfriend or guy friend, whoever is paying attention to this, that these negative, toxic, poisonous relationships, okay, that a lot of us are entertaining unnecessarily, it needs to fucking stop, okay? It just genuinely needs to stop. I always become heartfelt, or just kind of, I always get this real empathy and sympathy in my heart when listening to a lot of stories and stuff, and just the scenarios that these partners put my clients through and they put people through. And it's just like, why are you willing to stay? Why are you, okay, he's cheated on you. He is cheating on you. Why are you asking for insight if he's going to propose to you or get married to you? Is this truly the person that you want to be married to? And, you know, I do pose a lot. I'm going for my master's in psychology, honey. I might have to combine tarot and, you know, what do you call it? Psychiatric treatments. But it's like I do pose a lot of questions to my clients, or just people that are asking me tarot questions. It's like, is this truly making you happy though? You're asking for insight if there's a possible future, or if this person is going to change, or if this person is going to somehow magically become this Prince Charming that you've always dreamt of. But were they ever that to begin with? You know, and I think a lot of us really need to do some deep soul searching and really come to terms with healing ourselves before we get into relationships with other people. Because I feel like some of us are so giving of our personal power. We're so giving of our self-esteem. We're so giving of, you know, our souls, just because of the fear of being alone, not being with someone. Oh, am I going to find someone else? You know, these sort of things. So what do you think about that whole thing, Taruk?
Well, I mean, my thing is, people, they call for readings, and I personally feel like a lot of them don't take the advice that's given to them. At the end of the day, they call a lot of times because, you know, they never had a reading before. It's something that's, you know, interesting. It's something that intrigues them, and they're curious. It's something that's taboo. It's something that's dark and mysterious, and, you know, they're scared but intrigued, and they want to know what the cards see and what this person's going to say to them. And then you tell them, you know, everything that is going on, and they're like, oh my God, you know, you're so right. But usually these people, they go and still do what they do. They still go back to this relationship. They're still dealing with this person, and, you know, they're still in it. Like, I can guarantee you that this reading I did for this one client who was dealing with a man who was mistreating her, was not faithful, was going out at all times, not coming home, being very just cold to her, but I bet you see she's still with him, you know. So a lot of times, and that's why I offer my recorded readings, you know, that I record for my clients that they're able to listen to. You know, I want you to I like my clients to get these audio recordings of themselves so you can listen to yourself and listen to what I'm telling you, you know, and remember. Because a lot of times these people, they just go back to their lives and forget everything that you told them, you know, and just go la-di-da-di-da, back to the abusive boyfriend, back to the husband who doesn't want them, back to, you know, the situation. And it's like, come on, why are you getting this reading if you're still going to continue to be in the same cycle with this person that you called and spent your money on to find out the truth, you know? So that's my thing. I just wish people would kind of listen to what we say to them. You know, we're spiritual workers for a reason. We're in this field for a reason. That's because we know what we're talking about. And I feel like people really need to just wake up and get out of it. You know, if my reading says that this guy is doing all of this, you're telling me, yes, you're right, and the cards tell you in the end that you need to go discover yourself and go, you know, be alone and deal with your own emotions and your own value and self-worth, and that's what you need to do. You know, it's like, I don't know, that's just my thing.
It's a lot of psychic vampires. It's a lot of narcissists. It's a lot of just really trauma inflicted and abused people out here in this world, and especially in the society that we live in that's just constantly bombarding us with keep on a happy face, keep on a sexy face, keep on, keep up this appearance, but there are so many underlying issues that are going on within ourselves and just the other people that we choose to date. And, it does take a sense of really knowing and discovering yourself and having a sense of self-worth, a sense of dignity, and a sense of, real appreciation and self-love, because you do have to have a tolerance level. You do have to have a threshold where you just say enough and you detach yourself emotionally from a situation. Okay, I hear a lot of times about, people in these narcissistic relationships where the person, they were just all this in the beginning and they were just so good and just so sweet and just so romantic. And all of a sudden now they're treating you with disdain and abuse, and you are craving, you are craving and fiending for that life that they once gave you. Okay, and that's a form of psychic vampirism. Okay, that's a form of deep reptilian, soul energy sucking. I don't want to say powers or abilities, but it's like it's a concept. It is a real concept that exists within a lot of people. Okay, and when it's time for us to become more aware, because you coming back to me the following week to see if anything's changed, it's not, it's going to be the same thing. And I don't like to take advantage of people and take advantage of their money and take advantage of, oh, well, yeah, sure, honey, let me see if, I told you last week he was cheating on you. You confronted him. Let me see if he's still going in and cheating on you. No. Like the reading told you, this is the type of person that he is. He is self-absorbed. He is someone who gets dissatisfied and bored easily. He likes the thrill of a chase. Okay, so he doesn't, like literally, girl, once you're in and you're showing feelings and you're showing emotions and he pulls back, okay, like that's the type of person that he is. And no amount of love, no amount of you being that ride or die, it's nothing that you can do to change these people, especially older people that are set in their ways. Okay, it's nothing you can possibly do. So I think, the main thing going into this show and talking about love readings and things like that is, if you're going to pay for a reading, if you're going to pay for someone's consultation through means of clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, just psychic abilities, and they're pulling from the archives, the Akashic records to relay to you the truth, that you are on the phone and you're like, yes, honey, yes, girl, you're seeing it. Yes, Taruk, yes, Aluna, you're seeing it. Then, don't let that just be a 1-minute gospel for you and then you go back to that. Or don't let that be just some insight so you can think of a way to manipulate the situation and go back and change it. That person is who they are. Okay, that person is who they are. And it's sad that, we get some stories, okay? We get some stories that we ain't going to break nobody's confidentiality because that's just not what we do. But at the end of the day, it's just really sad and heartbreaking that sometimes I listen to these clients and what they're willing to settle for, what they're willing to go through. And we're not talking about, they're in dating and this happened, or dating wise, or a few months, or maybe a year. No, I'm talking about 5 years of this type of abuse, 10 years of this type of abuse. And they want insight and clarity only to go back. Okay? The cards are giving you the access and the keys and the tools to make a transformation in your life, and they're going back to get your soul sucked by this narcissistic, psychic vampire. Okay, so yeah, I just think with going into this show, And going into this year, honey, because, it's January 2017, it's time to let the fuckery go. It's time to let the bullshit go with these people. I'm sorry. It's taken a long time for me to get to this place where I am, okay, and loving myself and acknowledging myself and acknowledging my gifts and what I bring to the table and what I bring to this world and what I plan to do, my destiny, to be used, okay, to be misused and mishandled and dealing with someone who only wants partial or half or is going to treat me or make me feel belittled or less than or inadequate, okay? It's like it's time for all of us to get into that mode. And it might sound selfish. It might sound, I'm about me. This year, this time, I'm about me. And it's okay for you to say that. It's okay for you, honey, as soon as they start acting up, bye, I gotta go. I don't, and I'm not, and neither should you. Okay, and when I talk to a lot of my clients, this is what I'm relaying when it comes to these love readings because, especially my women, okay? I do get males too that come for relationship advice and stuff like that, but my women, I see a lot of this reoccurring theme of like trying to see if there's something they can do differently to alter the situation. Honey, you are who you are, okay? You have your quirks, you have your flaws, you have your temperament, and, you bringing that to the table, it is enough. It is enough. I'm not saying you're perfect. None of us are. And I'm not saying that, a little work, a little self-work, or just a little compromise to bring to the relationship is not healthy. But girl, like this is his what time cheating on you? He blocked you. He threw you out of his house. He left you stranded somewhere. What the fuck is that? Like, girl, no, ma'am, okay? And I mean, a lot of these people are successful, career-driven, they got pretty much their shit together, but then they get caught up in these emotionally vulnerable situations and relationships. And it's like all logic flies out the fucking window. And you're there like a sad puppy hoping that this narcissistic motherfucker, I'm in my spirit now, honey, so y'all gonna have to get it. Okay, but that he's going to pick you up and pet you somehow and change his tune. These motherfuckers don't change, okay? They are who they are. And once they show you that, once they initially show you who they are, take that. When you're there and you need him and he's not there when you call, but yet he shows up at your house at 2:00 in the morning ready for some booty, that is who he is, okay? That is who he is. And you need to acknowledge that and take that. And you have to decipher within yourself, is that the type of person I want to be reduced to? Is that the type of relationship I am going to acknowledge and accept for myself? And if you are, if that's what you want, then ride in that, okay? Don't complain about it. Don't be sad about it. Don't get emotional about it. Acknowledge it and accept it because that's who that person is. But if not, it's time to make a change. It's time to make an adjustment. What do you think about that, Turu?
I mean, I definitely agree. People want what they want. They want to be with who they want to be with, no matter what this person does or says, regardless of how many times they cheated and lied and got other people pregnant, it is what it is, but we're here to give you the advice that you need, to console you and to reveal to you what the cards are saying, what the universe is saying to you. It's up to you to do what the universe says. It's up to you to do what we advise, but sure, I mean, if you want to continue being with this person and want to continue getting some readings and clarity over and over again about the same thing, then hey, you're more than welcome to. But I definitely can understand, the heart wants what the heart wants, regardless of what.
Yes, Selena Gomez, you better go ham.
It does. It does. So all we can do is just be here. All we can do is just, and sometimes people just need that. Sometimes people just want a release. Regardless if the person, did what they did and they're still going to be with them, they just want somebody to talk to. They want somebody to release and to tell their problems and to, get that advice, get that sense of logic and reality and, but it's like at the same time, you are wasting your time. You are blocking your blessings. You are blocking potential actual love from entering your life if you're with this person who's probably narcissistic and, just completely detached and devoid of any type of emotion or compassion towards you. But a part of you still wants to hold on. And, I just hope people just wake up and realize,
realize that you deserve more.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve more. You do deserve more, and that's not the end, okay? It's 7 billion plus motherfuckers on this planet, okay? It's, but you're right. I mean, we all fall victim. None of us are the better. We all fall victim to those type of relationships, but it's just like it's the years sometimes that just wows me. It's the years a lot of times that I hear people have put up with this type of abuse or put up with this type of person, and that is what gets me like, okay, so when is the judgment card finally going to blare its horn? When are you going to open your eyes from the Two of Swords? When are you going to move out of the situation with the Six of Swords and, stop victimizing yourself with the Eight of Swords and the Devil card?
Yeah, I mean, some people want to be victims. Some people, they want to be.
Well, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. Okay, we are awakening the masses, okay? Like, no. Don't sit through it. Why? To what avail? Okay, you're gonna get a few licks out of it, and then what? You're back feeling empty again?
It's a drug.
Is that what you want?
It's a form. It's a drug, and they want that fix that this person gave them initially, and this person is giving them little pellets here and there, like a mouse, and the person comes, for more, until this person once again gives them that treat, which is attention, a hug, a kiss, sex, so some time with them. So there are psychological issues here as well, and that's why, you're going to school for psychology. You can definitely help these people out because a lot of people do have psychological problems and mental
and
issues.
You too.
Concerning what?
You offering your consultation and advice.
Yeah, I mean, but you're actually going to school for this, so you're going to have your degree and things like that. So definitely, you're going to know more things than I do when it comes to a mental type of, more, I guess.
The archives of the Akashic are open to all. They are open to all, honey. So you are no less limited
I'm
than
not saying that I'm limited. I'm just saying that you're going to school and you're getting a master's degree. That's important, and that does mean something. So you will be able to help people who may have a mental issue. You may be able to pick up somebody who has some sort of, issue with their self-esteem, or someone who, you could probably pick up on more things on a psychological, mental state with people.
But this show is not about me right now. This show is about the topic at hand. But very true. Definitely understood. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to share on that subject. I just say, as much as I enjoy helping people, as much as I enjoy doing readings and providing my service and providing, the insight and clarity through oracles and the cards. It's like my babies out there. Like, come on, like let's step it up. Like, really, let's step it up and let's start demanding more for ourselves. Because in truth, the minute you say, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore, the minute you say, I do deserve love and I do deserve a better situation, that's when the universe will align to send that to you. It's like Taruk was saying, you never know what blessings you could be blocking yourself from by trying to milk that last little ounce, that last little droplet from this person, because you're afraid of being alone, or you're afraid of, the alternative, or you're afraid of being without that person, or you're fixated on their love. Okay? Trust me, it's a lot of good, bedroom dwellers out there. I almost said the peen, honey, but I ain't even gonna go there right now. But yes, so just some insight and some clarity with this show. That's pretty much all I want to say. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Taruk?
I think we pretty much have said everything we had to say on this show.
Okay. Well, again, if you guys want to talk to us about your problems and your guy or girl problems, we are always available to listen. Do check in with us on our Instagram pages for personal consultation, readings, one-on-one readings. You can find me at Aluna Tarot, and you can also find Taruk at Taruk Lashal. Okay? And stick with us on our Triple Tarot page, where we will be posting a link to the show, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, good night, everyone, or good morning, wherever you guys are.
See you guys in the next one.